Hey, welcome back to Rust Worn Home Garage. And today we're going to be messing with the old brakes on the rear. As you can see, I've got a fire going here. The wife needed some boxes burnt, so it's kind of cool out here. So I thought I'd go ahead and start that fire. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at these old brakes here. See if we can't get the rear shoes and all on it and the wheel cylinders and get this party started. So stick along with me. And if you hadn't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the like button and follow along. And we sure appreciate you being here. Let's get started with this. All right, let's get her jacked up. Get these wheels off the ground. And safety first, we're going to put some old jack stands under there to make sure it don't fall. Hit me in the head. So here we go. All right, we got the wheel off here and got the hub off, and taking a look around in here, it don't look that bad. Don't look like this one was leaking much. And it's got brake shoes on it. Let me bring y'all in here a little closer so you can take a look on both sides, and we'll show you both of them. All right, as you can see on this one, you can see it has some brake pads here still left. Actually, I don't think that it was leaking any brake fluid. It's not too bad a shape. The drums didn't look too bad. What we're going to be replacing is, you can see that rubber line right there going up to the frame. It is all crusty and it is broken. Looks like it's broken half. We're also going to be doing the emergency brake cables, and we're also going to be changing the rear end grease and checking on that. Let's move around over here to the other side. I got the wheel off of it, and we also got the hub off. Well, as you can see here, we bare metal. So apparently that one over there was doing all the stopping. I don't see any fluid here leaking from it. I don't think y'all can see any either, can you? But again, we can pull them cups back there and we'll probably find some leak. Most things usually leak. And also you see this old brake cable here is just hanging. This is a standard shift, and I do want to make sure that it has an emergency brake. And I'm going to be checking out around the back. As you can see, the old frame is pretty solid on the thing. Even the wheel wells in here, I mean, it's surface rust, but I mean, you're looking at a 57-year-old truck, and as you can see, the back of the cab usually is rusted out there, is in good shape. So let's move right along here and get started tearing these brakes off. I know y'all are probably wondering, about these rear brakes, especially a younger crowd. I done lots and lots of these drum brakes. Back in the day, I actually started in a brake shop, and this tool right here, you've never seen one of them, that takes the springs off. And this tool, little funky looking thing here, will take the springs off. So let's get with it. My wife usually asks me sometimes, you tear all that stuff apart, you know where it all goes back? I don't know. Usually goes in one position. Doesn't matter to me. I've done so many of these things that You know, it's kind of like the back of your hand. So it's all good. All right, so we're gonna get off this here line and only a little heat on that little nut right there. We'll heat it up. Don't take a whole lot on this line. And then we're gonna use some nut buster on it. Soak it a little bit. And I'm gonna use the best tool ever, vice grips. I'm sure that I'll get some backlash for this because it's not a line wrench. Look at that. Just like butter. Just like butter. And it come right off. We got lucky on that one. Like I say, this is backyard garage, and we don't do things a lot of time professionally. We do them to get them done. Look at there. There it is. There it is right out of there. Let's see if we can take this off right. Let's see how these will work. I'm going to use the old manual approach here. All right, let's see if this little rascal. Oh, look at there. Yep, popped right out. Let's see. Look at there. That in there wasn't leaking. But look how crusty that sucker is in there. And these things, they go bad quite often. Go bad quite often. Pull that out of there. And look at all that mess. It doesn't look like that we have any axle seals leaking, thank goodness. That's a good thing. We'll clean all this old mess up in here where the hub runs. I can see that coming out of there. I'm going to spray it down real good with some brake clean. Get y'all in here and just take a look. We have no kind of oil leak in there from the axle seal, which that's a good thing. All right, let's just continue on.
This is the Rust Worn Home Garage. old and new both get a start. Cars and trucks, we fix them all, turning rust back into heart. If it's broke, we build it stronger. Welcome to the rust-worn home garage.
Fitting new brakes back on.
It was the wrong watch. If it's broke, we build it stronger. Welcome to the rust-worn home garage. If it's broke, we build it stronger. Welcome to the rust-worn home garage. Rust, worn home garage. If it's broke, we build it stronger. Welcome to the rust, worn home garage. Well, home garage.
All right, we got all the brakes on. This here is the passenger side, and we got everything set up in there. New shoes, new brake wheel cylinders, new springs, all new hardware. And let me get a little closer so y'all can see instead of me just pointing and showing you from there. Come on in, let's get a little closer. Okay, we've got all of the shoes on, all new hardware, got the brake wheel cylinders on, and also got the new brake emergency cables here as well. We'll show y'all underneath on the other side, on the captain's side, so let's get a little closer. All right, this is the captain's side here. We got new hardware, new brake cylinder here, and looking underneath the old truck, as you can see, we got a new brake line here, rubber going up to the frame. I did blow out these lines here going to each wheel cylinder. They seem fine. There's no pits, there's no leaks in them. And I'm going to go in there now, go around front to my garage and use the cleaner and clean these off and throw a little paint on them. What that's going to help, I don't know, but we're going to do it. Here we go. All right, we got the master cylinder in there. We got it all bled out. Thanks to my wife, we done it the old school method. She was in there working on some travel business, and she said she did not have time to be on video. There the inside is. We got everything back here in. We did get the, let me show you in here. We did get the emergency brake cables adjusted, put a new spring in there. All that is good. And I'm going to take some brake clean and clean up where the fluid run. I don't know if I'm going to put shocks on it yet or not. I'm going to put the wheels back down and bounce it up and down and check that part out. And hopefully these hadn't been on here a long time. I don't see any oil running down from them. So we might try those a minute and just see what happens. All right, we got her all lined out there on the brakes, I believe. And we're still here in the backyard. I'm going to pull it up and back it up and make sure everything works. They did work on the jack stand, so let's try it now. All right, let's check her out here. We got brakes. Oh, we stopped. That'll be dadgum. Well, this brings it to the end here on the brakes. We do have brakes on the old thing now. Now I can move it around, and actually I can take it around front. There is still some more things. We do have a heater core pouring like crazy. I do have it clamped off, and I'm going to have to end up repairing it, replacing the old heater core. I do have one. I got to looking around in my stuff. I got a brand new one still in the box. So that's the next project for this old gal, and we're going to go ahead and get that done. And hey, I appreciate you watching. If you watched this far, I appreciate it. And if you hadn't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell if you like things like this. I'm just an old boy in his backyard in the front driveway, and I do things that, the old back school way. So stick around. We'll see you on the next one.